2A Evergreen Conference League action starts this week as Centralia comes to Highclimber Stadium to Jack Stark Field. Time for another Coach's Corner presented by the Conklin team. Two-way Evergreen Conference play starts this Friday right here against Centralia. How's the team looking? What are you going to work on?
Well, you know, league opener, right? And the preseason's over.
Yep.
We got the two non-league games done out of the way. And so now it's about taking those lessons learned in those first two games and try to correct those and put a product on the field that's going to find a way to be successful at the end of the game instead of maybe not being so successful.
Sure. And this is an exciting time because it's like you said, now is the time. There is a path to get to the playoffs. The players, and you guys have all talked about it, you can see it clearly. The first step is Centralia. When they come to town, they're 0-2 as well. What do you know about the team, and what are you telling the climbers?
Well, the biggest thing we're doing is we're focusing on this week, right? It all starts this week. We kind of talked to them about, you know, every league game is like a playoff game, right? You want to get to your goal. It's got to start this week. But we're not really talking about the playoffs. We're talking about getting better this week, going 1-0 this week, and then take on the next week and then the following week. But we're focusing all our attention on Centralia on Friday night, back here in our home confines of Jack Stark Field. And, you know, really appreciate the community and the support and the crowd. You know, the last two games has been awesome. And hopefully we come out on the right side of this one.
Well, it's looked good. We saw some of the game in person. We watched some of the game on Mason Web TV, where Dedrick Allen and Jerry Apple will provide the calls all season long. And we're going to keep these coaches' conversations going as well. We'll be back here to talk about the Centralia game next week here on the Coach's Corner, brought to you by the Conklin team. Now, quarterback coach Andy Conklin here with me, part of the Conklin team as well. First, thank you for sponsoring these coaches' conversations. Real important to get that information out there.
It's a necessary thing. We'd love to have everybody involved and knowing what's going on here in Climber Town. So,
how long have you been associated with Climber football?
Boy, I started playing Climber football as a freshman in high school. As soon as I graduated, I started doing some scouting for Coach Stark and got out of it for a few years, got back into the youth program, coached up through the youth with a group, got them to the high school, they did their thing, and then I jumped back in with them a little bit. So, I mean, I've never really been away from it.
Again, great sponsor to the coaches' conversations here at Jack Stark Field, Highclimber Stadium, quarterback coach Andy Conklin. Thank you, sir.
Thanks.